I'm gonna do the live tonight. You know, the tragic situation with the grandmother who, because of a situation her grandson caught in, not grandson, but her son, her adopted son, caught on Rikers Island with some alleged Crips. Some shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read the case to y'all. So you have a clearer, so it's gonna be clarified. And that shows basically to show y'all that gotta watch what you do, man. You'd be surprised, man. Everybody emotional get back is crazy. And we'll get into that later. But yeah, this one is about. I've been seeing a lot of my timeline about Dr. Dre. You know, the DRE, man. You know, therefore was popping. You know, touching up on DRE, man. You know, the first time I ever heard of Dr. Dre was with NWA. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about what he's doing before that, but I remember NWA, man. And yo, salute, prime suspect. And what he was doing for NWA was great, man. I mean, the first two albums was like, boom. I mean, he had to say, fuck the police. Straight to Compton. We was from New York. Running around saying, straight to Compton, express yourself. Easy does it. All that shit was hits. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre, man. Then I remember when he, you know, after getting Jay jerked by, you know, rest in peace, Easy E, and another guy at Ruthless Records. Y'all remember, man, like his sound was just unique, man. Because, you know, back then, man, when Ice Cube first left NWA, one of Ice Cube's first tracks was Who's the Mac? Him and DJ Pooh. Then the second track I heard Ice Cube on, it was with King T, MC Breeze. They had a song called Funky Piano. That shit was banging. But Alert used to play that shit regularly on the radio every weekend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a different West Coast sound back then. You know, NWA was one of the narrators who opened up the floodgates for a new West Coast hip hop. I heard that name Power T. He said Power T. Yeah. I think I heard this name before. So NWA, man, it was like, you know, Tim Dog had a response to them niggas fuck Compton and all that shit, but it just wasn't stopping them. I think when NWA made the that federal list and they had him Vibe magazine and no, it wasn't Vibe. It was Rolling Stone. They had the how the police had the band that song "Fuck the Police." It was a rap from the feds. Shit was crazy. Now I'm gonna tell you something about that West Coast sound, man. I mean, for those that may not have been around or outside, this is, you know, it was the era. This is the era of all the hustlers y'all been reading about. Had a lot of these rap artists music playing in their big cars, their big Jeeps. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, man, it was a different time, man. Like you had Sir Mix-a-Lot, my posse's on Broadway. We had E40 and I'm getting busy. Rapping for Tay. What's his name? The hieroglyphics from Oakland. Oakland was getting busy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Them Oakland rappers don't get enough. Them Oakland rappers don't get enough props. The hieroglyphics is popping already. Devin the Dude and all them cats, they was already, Devin the Funky Homo Sapien, whatever the hell his name was. Devin the Dude, I think, was fucking with rap a lot. But that whole hieroglyphics movement, that whole Oakland movement was crazy. Then you had MC Hammer. I remember when MC Hammer turned his mother out, they was like, he was like the king of New York, man. And he wasn't even from New York. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Dr. Dre, man, you know, he was a part of that golden era of West Coast hip hop, man. Then I remember when he left NWA, not penniless, but you know, Him and Suge Knight had an idea with a couple of other people, and they did what they were supposed to do. No Deep Cover was one of the first tracks that we heard, as in Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre, Death Row. That's what we said. Snoop was nice, man. Snoop Dogg killed that track. They used to play that shit a million times in the box, other than fucking, you can't touch this. Then, told you, this was the era. This was the era, you know, Uptowns, $100 Uptowns, Jordans, Rocky Coats, big North Faces, 40 Belows. This is the era before people started throwing on bandanas heavy in New York. You know what I'm saying? Now, for a lot of people that you know what I'm saying? Now, the thing that's so crazy is when Dr. Dre finally settled down, you know, Death Row Records was like #1 before Tupac got to them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had Snoop. First you had Dre. Dre was like 4 or 5 platinum. You talking about records cost $20. Then we had Snoop. He went 4 or 5 platinum. That's just the album. We're not talking about singles, BDS spins, merch. You know what I'm saying? We had the Dog. The Dog Pound was like triple or 4 platinum. You know what I'm saying? Everything, even that soundtrack, Above the Rim, that shit was like double or triple platinum. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, Death Row was on top of his game, and you know, Dr. J was one of the main producers up over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his engineer Donovan. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may not know who Donovan is, but Donovan been with Dre since day one. Since Ruthless, Death Row, and this new shit he's doing with Aftermath. If you ever look on who's one of Dre's engineers, it's Donovan the Dirt Biker. If you're paying attention, that's the guy who created Dr. Dre's actual unique sounds. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the actual engineer. So, but the engineer mixed everything down, you know what I'm saying? In the real world, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's say what it did for the culture. Now, I remember when Dre left we left Death Row. Now, and when he left Death Row, he gave Suge everything. When it came to Death Row, like whatever he did with Suge and them, he let Suge keep. And then that's when he did the project with the Firm project. But due to, I don't know what, it just didn't. It didn't pop the way they wanted it to pop. This is supposed to be the at that point in time, for heavy money, heavy backing. Like, they wanted the Firm project to be like a, you know how he did at NWA, how he did at Death Row, and it just didn't. You know how that shit goes. It just didn't pan out that way. So with Dre, it's like it didn't work. He had some money. Then he does a remix, No Diggity, with Blackstreet and Teddy Riley. And that shit, brought him back. You know what I'm saying? And then think about it, right? He does an album with Eminem. He produces Eminem. And he hasn't looked back since. Yeah, the Firm, you know what I'm saying? But that was supposed to be like the New York mega group, you know what I'm saying? They had Nas, Nature, Mega was originally a part of that. Foxy, you know what I'm saying? I believe Noriega, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got dudes that got tracks with Dre, you know what I'm saying? But definitely could have been, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't do what it was supposed to do. And then that's when he went to so that's when Dre did the, his comeback joint. He did the Eminem joint. was back. Then he did his do 2001 shit, I think, and that shit just took off. Woof. And Jay was the king again. You know what I'm saying? And then once you ain't gonna film, once you hot in hip hop producing, you start producing other little beats for everybody else, and you know what I'm saying? And that shit just worked out. Hell yeah, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Dre was rocking, man. So I got to definitely salute the guard, man. Think about it. He got jerked at Ruthless, basically gave all those masters away at Death Row. Those Death Row masters, that projects that he produced, is still getting money. Whoever owned those masters is still getting a check, because they're still playing Gin and Juice on the radio somewhere. They're still playing Dre Day somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They're still playing certain Death Row tracks. So getting into, that's when I ain't gonna front, when Snoop made that song, New York, and Jay was like, New York been soft ever since Snoop stepped on the buildings. It was a competitive thing. Was good, man. Was good, he Scar. It was definitely a good thing. Cosmo Bay in the building. Son, that shit just was real, man. The salute, Blackout Network, salute. That shit worked, bro. Like, in the 90s, you think about it, we had Mobb Deep, but Mobb Deep wasn't, like, we all love Mobb Deep. We love Shook Ones, we love the Survival Fest, we love all that shit, but when Chris Lighty got that Violator check, and he started doing, and he did that shit with Lil' Kim, and that album was bananas. That, you know what I'm saying? That shit was a bananas Mobb Deep album. Definitely a classic. Then we had, Noriega done popped off, man. Nori popped, remember? You know what I'm saying? CNN, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. Iman Thug. You talking about the time, that time when Jay made his comeback? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the shit that's crazy is, I'm gonna tell you, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Shit be crazy, man. Shit be crazy, man. Like, I know, Debbie shout out to the Carver Mob. You know what I'm saying? Debbie shout out to the Carver Mob. CM, Poodle, Bam. Now that shit go. You know what I'm saying? It was a time in New York though. Now we talk about Dr. Dre, right? When Dre was doing it with his new vibe with Eminem. Now I ain't gonna front though, man. I gotta give Em his little props. Like I told you, man, he definitely crossed over in the club. So Dre used whatever connections he made with New York, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? And it just worked. Cause I ain't gonna front, New York was at that time, it still is, but at that time, New York was like how Hollywood is. Like, you have to come to New York to really blow up with your music. J.R. Smith was popping. Streets at that time, late 90s, it was different, man. Like, if you listen to One Love Nas, that was like the last years of what the project sounded like somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the last, when you listen to the song One Love and you watch the video, like, damn, those like the last years where anything that went crazy in the projects was really over $1. It really wasn't over what color flag you wore or what number building you lived in. It was more so over $1. Even them Brooklyn niggas that was controlling each other building, because that was different to a lot of niggas, unless you was from a block that did that. Like, Brooklyn was the only place I knew where niggas controlled the building. Like, yo, this is our building, and that's their building. You know what I'm saying? And it took 7 niggas to die for that goal to be accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Only Brooklyn that I know of. Right? It could have been in the Bronx, could have been someplace in Manhattan, but only in BK, those niggas was doing buildings. Like, yo, we go to our building, and they can't hustle in our building. You know what I'm saying? The streets was different, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Dre definitely was gracing us with a lot of great music, man. And I'm just telling you how you can make a comeback. Like I told you, he got Jay jerked him at Ruthless. Gave all the masters to all the masters of projects he produced on Death Row back to Suge. The firm didn't do what he wanted it to do. He does a song with Teddy Riley, Blackstreet, boom, it takes off. He gets another situation. He creates Eminem, boom. Then he creates his album, boom. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? And then now he's back. So basically, you never give up, man. When you're good at something, man, you just remain good at it. You don't give up. Sometimes you have to recreate yourself. Sometimes you got to start all over again. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with starting all over again, B. That's why I did this about Jay, because I had to think about, like, damn, I need to start over like 3 times, bro. Let me billions of dollars he done made the industry, and now for him to be worth close to $1 billion, he fucking deserve it, bro. Because it took him a good 15 years to accomplish that goal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? This is about not giving up on something. You know what I'm saying? If you're good at something, you have to start all over again. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Look, that nigga start over like 2-3 times. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting a dime off of Snoop's first catalog. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting a dime off of Tupac's first album on Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just thinking about that shit today, like, damn, son. But the show tonight I'm doing is about the grandmother who got shot because I'm gonna read the case, right? But this is basically what happened, man. It was South Jamaica, Queens. You got 2 sides. You got to cross the bridge, one side, the other side. One side you got more homies. The other side you got mad Crips. But like, on the other side. If you're from South Jamaica, Queens, there's rivalries going on. Some niggas can't go across the other side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real serious between that B and C shit when it comes across to a lot of them niggas on the south side. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, this kid, he got locked up for a body. Now, this is the part that's crazy. He gets locked up for a body and he blow. Now, you would think that the people that would knock on his door and kill his moms, allegedly would kill his moms, would be the dudes that, you know, he killed. No, it was a jail beef. He caught beef with a dude from his hood, allegedly, and son put the Jedi Knight hit out on him. You know what I'm saying? While he in jail to make him feel his pain. So I guess whatever violation he did, you know what I'm saying? And son, they knocked on the door. Anybody knocked it, the mother answered the door, they shot her in the head and they shot her in the arm. They used to keep a cop out there every day. Now the worst part about that whole worst case scenario was nobody rode out. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, boom. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. You do things to gang. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened between you and that Crip nigga, because they say it's over a Crip nigga. Some niggas got locked up for it allegedly. You know what I'm saying? There was over some blood and Crip gang shit, you know, in jail. Remember, you're meeting niggas in jail, so dudes that you probably in the dorm with ain't from your neighborhood. So while you hype and you want to torture niggas and yeah, fuck that nigga, yo, he hard back, he from my hood, and you popping on a nigga. Remember, these dudes are from your hood. These other guys you around, you may never see them again a day in your life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, that's one thing. When people knocked on your door and started shooting through doors, it's because you either robbed somebody in the hood, or you told on somebody in the hood, or you did some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't happening because you had a gang situation with somebody. How you gonna beef with somebody from your hood anyway on some gang shit? With some new niggas that you never gonna see again. So needless to say, the grandmother, she died, the mother died, and it was fucked up, bro. And the only person that did attempt to ride out was the Crazy Blood. Cosmo know who I'm talking about. dark-skinned nigga GKB. He locked up now. He got like 7, 8 years. But, you know what I'm saying? Because he was tight about that. And he went to that other side, crazy as it sound, and went into the wrong courtyard, and he stabbed a couple of homies. You know what I'm saying? And he wound up getting caught for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was gunning for the Crips, but it went wrong, and I guess he went in the wrong courtyard, and I guess the homies was in the courtyard. He didn't know. He just started stabbing because he was like, yo, I guess he felt like the Crip niggas killed some moms. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how come a nigga in the, you know what I'm saying? So that was basically a day one to stepping up. Like, yo, that was son. The lady was a great lady, man. She adopted him. You know what I'm saying? She had a house. She was a good woman. Everybody in the neighborhood loved her. My man used to live right across the street from me. I'm like, why the fuck the cops is out here every day sitting in front of the house? Like, nah, because I said, oh, man, that was crazy, man. So let's be mindful when we in these little gangs, right? That's like I said about the gorilla when he cut a nigga in Green and then he come home from jail. The nigga he cut lived next door. The nigga want to shake now. He want to shoot. Now niggas is back in jail. You niggas got to start being mindful, man. That shit is all fun and games. You can do shit with a bunch of niggas that you ain't grow up with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have to be very mindful. This is true cases, true facts. This is the shit that motherfucker ain't gonna sit and tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Them Crip niggas may not be deep in Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas may not be deep up north, but them niggas is deep in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas play dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how, and so when I be hearing how a homie got caught lacking this, like, what happened? Yo, the nigga in front of the nigga on the island, and he forgot he live over here. You know what I'm saying? And that's how niggas be getting these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got whatever you do, man. You never shit where you lay your head at, man. Maybe I have to let y'all know that there's nothing gangster about shitting where you lay your head at, man. You know what I'm saying? Another situation happened to a Crip, Loki Smooler. You know him, man. The young boy Day Day is the one I know. Cause Day Day was cool with my little man John. I actually bought Day Day to Connect one time. You know what I'm saying? Now he ain't had beef with Day Day because Day Day was locked up for a gun. You know what I'm saying? But he had a beef with Day Day's brother. And Day Day home now, and yo, the nigga violated my brother, and so now Loki, he's walking with his baby mother. Loki didn't tell. I respect that though. He kept it all the way 100 though. He didn't rat. He didn't tell. He didn't no point no fingers. The new niggas that got caught, they shot in the fucking courtyard. You know what I'm saying? So they see him. Son passed. They both in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One got 15, one got 25. Them things went off. Bing, bing, bing. They hit the baby in the head, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we gotta be mindful, bro, because sometimes we got this weird defense mechanism that we believe that everything has to be kept funky, everything gotta be real, everything gotta be. People don't even think about their family members. Like when you do some real stupid shit, you have to really think about your loved ones, man. You know what I'm saying? I just been around conversations where a motherfucker said, yo, son, I'm gonna tell you another story. This is another story. The Thai blood I was telling y'all about from Albany Projects. He had a beef with a nigga in Albany County Jail. Now, Ty did like 8, 9 years. They had a beef when he was in the county. So this is before he even did 2 years on the bed. They had a beef in Albany County Jail. Ty come home. Ty ran some money. He went to holler at his ex-wife. His ex-wife was in Albany. Now check this out. This same nigga that he fronted on in the county held on to that grudge for all that long. Now, let me tell you how funny this grudge went. Son started fucking with the nigga baby moms. You know what I'm saying? The nigga wife, ex-wife. So now she tells this nigga like, yeah, he coming up here. He got some lawsuit money. He gonna come hang out with me. Whatever the case may be. There's a project off of by Elizabeth Street. I forgot the name of them shits. Ty pulls up with a car. The same nigga he fronted on 8 years ago. You know what I mean? His baby mom lines his baby moms, his wife, kids by it. He got some lawsuit money. They plan is we're gonna rob this nigga. That was their plan. Their plan was we're gonna rob him. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of their plan of we're gonna rob him, she got caught, he got caught. They both got 25. He told on her, she told on him. None of that shit go. You know what I mean? Everybody tell the truth when they get bad. But this is what I mean. He had an 8-year beef with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Started fucking with the nigga baby moms and all that. She calling nigga, yo, he coming up here. And yo, he got some money. Fuck that nigga. He killed Ty. Shot him in the car, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So keep this in mind, man. A lot of shit that niggas do, that shit come back to you. When you on gang time and there's 7 niggas and your niggas in the dorm, you just want to depot a nigga and smack a nigga and violate somebody. Think about the repercussions, how somebody can get to you, man. Think about that. That's why a lot of dudes like, how my son got smoked for all some shit that happened in jail. That shit sounds so stupid. Dudes is dying over shit that happened in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. This is before I go off this live. Nobody knocked on his mom's door to shoot at her for catching the actual body that he's in jail for, allegedly. But he got shot, she got shot over a jail beef. So let's be very mindful. I'm going to read the case later though, man. But we have to be fucking mindful, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful, man. Dr. Dre, man, just pray for Dre. You know what I'm saying? Got to pray for some Dr. Dre, man. He was saying he graced us with a whole bunch of music. And if we didn't learn nothing else, if you're not paying attention, he made a comeback 3 times. So if he could do it, we could do it. You feel what I'm saying? If he could do it, we could do it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I'm going to be going on later on tonight. Y'all have a good one. You know, I'm at work. I'm just trying to get to that bit the dang, that bit the dag. You know what I'm saying? When NWA was out, me and my niggas was running around on some good. We was cool. We was trying to mess with the girls and all that. DOC, can't forget about the DOC project. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was a different type of time, man. New York was on some real hating shit, though. Tim Dog and me, like, fuck off it. Step to me. Man, I'm saying, rest in peace, Tim Dog, man. But with that being said, man, I salute y'all. Thank y'all for being in the building. And I'm going to get back at y'all. You heard? Easy.